In the first scene of the movie, Henry reveals that he is the one who makes the escape rooms. When his wife Sonia says she wants a divorce and will take their daughter Claire with her, Claire is killed in a sauna after being locked in there. The first part of the movie goes over what happened in the last one. In that movie, 6 people were led by a mysterious group called Minos to an escape room that seemed harmless. Zoe and Ben, the only 2 people who made it out alive, killed the game master and got away. Once they found out that Minos' headquarters are in Manhattan, they planned to reveal them all. After what happened in the last escape room, Zoe went to treatment. She and Ben have tried to go to New York, but Zoe is too scared to fly and is still haunted by the fact that she saw Amanda die in the last game. Zoe's counselor thinks she needs to get over it and stop looking for clues to the game in things like her pen, her handbook, and a book. Zoe chooses to do what she says. Zoe gets Ben to drive to New York City so that they can expose Minos as they had planned. Ben is also traumatized by what happened. He has dreams that Minos finds them in their hotel room and locks them there, waiting to die. The 2 make it to Manhattan, where they find an empty alley that their locations say was busy a few days ago. They run into a junkie who takes Zoe's mother's compass necklace. Zoe and Ben follow the man into the tube to catch him. When they are stuck in a tube car, he can't find them. Soon, Rachel, Brianna, Nate, and Theo, 4 other people they don't know, are trapped with them in their car. The train is stuck in a tunnel by itself, and the group quickly figures out that this is another game by Minos. This is a tournament of champions, because they all made it through past Minos games. The metallic objects in the train are very charged. They figure out from the puzzles that they need to decode a message to pass. With each letter they find, they get a clue that helps them get out of the room. The more lights that fly across the vehicle, the more words they find. Theo dies from an electric shock when he gets stuck on a bar by mistake. Zoe finds out that the sign says, "Welcome back," and helps the others get out of the car through a hatch. They end up in a lift, where they say their names and talk about the games they've already played. Brianna was stuck with other influential people, and Nate was stuck with other former priests as proof of their faith. The group ended up in an underground bank where some of the tiles are set up to trigger laser grids. They only have 10 minutes to get to the exit without getting hurt. They figure out different puzzles to help them get across safely, but Nate wants to be a hero and give up his own safety to give the others a chance to get there safely. After Nate passes out, the group opens 2 safe deposit containers with Sonia's name on them to get more information and figure out how to get to safety. They carry Nate to the next room in a moment before the door vault to the next room closes and the lasers spread over the whole room. The group arrives on a beach simulation, where they find a camera that guides them to their next clue. Very soon, the sand starts eating things, so the group has to move quickly to find the next way out. Rachel gets pulled under the sand, so Nate takes a life raft and a rope to dive under and pull her out. While Rachel is being saved, the line breaks and pulls Nate under the sand, where he dies. A dummy with seashells on her eyes, and another mannequin that seems to be a little girl, are also in the area. The group finds a way to get to the next room through a fridge in a nearby crab shack, but Zoe finds another way through a hole in the tower. Brianna doesn't know which way to go, so she goes through the fridge as Rachel and Ben follow Zoe. Ben doesn't make it in time, and it looks like he falls into the sand. Zoe and Rachel get out of the tower by getting through the door. As they walk away, Zoe blames herself for what seems to be Ben's death. Rachel tells her not to feel bad, and then she tells her that she can't feel pain or anything else. This means that Minos probably made her play games that were very dangerous. Then they hear noises that seem to be coming from outside. These noises lead them to a manhole that seems to lead back into downtown Manhattan. But Brianna comes out and tells them that they are still stuck. Rachel finds acid rain burns on Brianna's back because the task here is to set the room on a timer so that acid rain will fall when the timer goes off. The women run for cover as they look for hints about how to stay alive. They see a phone booth and an umbrella, which keep them safe until the door of a taxi opens. Zoe gets in, but Brianna and Rachel are burned to death by the acid rain and don't make it in time. When the change from the acid rain room to the next room doesn't work right, Zoe is taken to a Minos area where she meets Claire, who turns out to be the puzzle maker. Claire's father, who is a high-up in Minos, has locked her in a room and forced her to make complex escape rooms, which he then took all the credit for. Claire tries to get Zoe to help her leave the room. Zoe had been unsure until she found out that Claire had saved Ben by making a secret space for him to fall into under the quicksand. But Henry's men find Ben and throw him into the last room, which is a bathroom. With Zoe's help, Claire is able to escape, and her father is there to meet her. Zoe and Claire are able to beat Claire's father, and they save Ben in the process. Claire locks the people who work for Minos in the control room and tells Zoe to tell the cops what she has found. After Zoe gets away and goes back to where she started, where she finds Ben in an ambulance, it turns out that Claire was always bad. When she was younger, she tried to be as bad as she could to see if her parents really loved her for who she was. When Claire's mother, Sonia, said that taking her away would help her, she killed her in the sauna. Claire finally kills her father by trapping him in her old room. It looks like she will be the bad guy for the rest of the series. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to be notified when I upload new videos and enjoy watching.